Welcome to this special mailbag edition of the Kansas City Chiefs Report. I'm Tyler Jones, and I'm glad to have you with us today. You've got questions, and I'm here with answers as we dive into all things Kansas City Chiefs. Now that the Chiefs have clinched home field advantage in the AFC, they get about 2.5 weeks off before we see them in action again in the divisional round. Let's react and share our thoughts on everything that's going on with the Chiefs. But first, if you enjoyed the Chiefs' victory over the Steelers, spam W in the comments. I want to see at least 300 Ws to celebrate this win and let your voice be heard loud and clear. How about those Chiefs? Let's get the Ws rolling in the comments. Starting off, Mike writes in and says, with the number 1 seed locked up, next week feels like a preseason game. Thoughts? Absolutely. That's exactly what it is. I mentioned earlier that it will feel like a preseason game against the Broncos, who might be fighting for their playoff lives. The Broncos will be facing a Chiefs JV team, but don't be mistaken, just because the Chiefs may rest their starters doesn't mean the backups won't play hard. It's a huge opportunity for those second-string players to prove themselves. Plus, I'm curious to see what happens with players like Hollywood Brown. Will he get more reps or sit this one out? Even if it's a preseason feel, this team won't take it lightly. Big Red reaches out asking, who is the Chiefs' biggest threat in the AFC? I still say it's the Buffalo Bills. However, from what we've seen in the last few weeks, this is the Chiefs team we've been waiting for all year. They've finally put the rest of the NFL on notice. Earlier in the season, they were winning, but now they're convincingly winning on the road. The receiving core looks solid, and the defense is dominating. While the Bills may be a threat, the biggest challenge the Chiefs face is themselves. As long as they keep playing their game, there's no reason they shouldn't be hoisting the Lombardi Trophy again. What do you think? Is it the Bills or someone else? Let us know in the comments who you believe is the biggest threat to the Chiefs. Today's show is sponsored by Prize Picks. Prize Picks is the place to go for daily fantasy sports made easy. Here's how it works. Choose 2 or more players in any given category and decide if they'll have more or less of a statistic, whether it's fantasy points in football, rebounds in basketball, or goals in hockey. Head to prizepicks.com and use promo code SALE to get up to 1,000 times your money. Plus, when you spend just $5, you'll get $50 to play for free. This week, I hit big with Patrick Mahomes on more than half a passing touchdown. Join me at prizepicks.com using promo code SALE. The link is in the description and comments below. Now back to your questions. Tony writes in, the doubters continue to disrespect us, but good teams find a way to win. You're right. Everyone loves to root against the top team, and critics are lining up hoping to predict the Chiefs' downfall. But I've been telling you all season to be patient. The Chiefs are finding their rhythm. Look at their recent wins: double digits on the road against the Browns, an easy win over the Texans, and a convincing victory against the Steelers on a short week. What more can you ask for? This team is in great shape. Now let's move on to another question from Go Mom, who asks who the MVP of the Chiefs season is. That's a great question. It has to be Patrick Mahomes, right? Even if he's not the MVP of the league, he has consistently found ways to deliver, even when the team wasn't playing its best. Now that the offense has finally hit its stride, Mahomes remains the quarterback I trust most in the final moments of games. There's just no one else I'd want leading this team. Who do you think deserves the MVP title? Is it Mahomes, or does someone else come to mind? Let us know in the comments. Peter asks, of all the games this season, what's been your favorite Chiefs game so far? Great question. I think the best performance came just last week against the Steelers. That was the most complete game they've played. But the most exciting game? I still say it was the comeback against the Ravens in Week 1. That one really had everything, a back-and-forth battle with Mahomes and Lamar Jackson. How about you? What's your favorite game this season? Cole wraps us up with, who do you think the Chiefs will play in the divisional round? Good question. We know the NFL playoff format means they'll face the lowest remaining seed. I wouldn't be surprised to see either the Chargers or Broncos pull off upsets in the wild card round, which could mean facing one of those teams again. It's looking very likely. Thanks for joining us on this edition of the Kansas City Chiefs Report. Don't forget to subscribe for more great Chiefs coverage. I'm Tyler Jones, and we'll see you next time.